Hey guys, happy Friday to all of you. How are you? How are you? How are you? I tried to get on here at 9 o'clock, but I had a little technical difficulty. Things weren't loading. Normal scenario for technology. So today I wanted to, oh no, you know what? Hold on, please. I forgot to turn my phone off. So today I wanted to talk about you. I talk a lot about the kids. I talk a lot about what's going on and how you can keep them happy and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to really talk about with you. I wanted to let you know how, if you have the kids home or your work is closed or you live in a country where you're just like Italy, where nobody goes anywhere. They're allowed to go to the food store. They're allowed to go to the doctor. That's about it. How do you keep you sane? That's what I want to talk about. So as you're coming on here, let me know who you are, say hello, and those on Periscope, know that you can comment. Those on Facebook can comment, YouTube can comment, all you guys can comment on stuff. If you're in the Pumped Up Parenting group on Facebook, I will tell you through this stream that I use, I don't see your comments until later. So if you want to comment on this, go to my personal page. Okay? All right. And let me tell you that if you're not on Facebook, if you're not seeing this on Facebook, but you are on Facebook, hop on to our Pumped Up Parenting Challenge, Pumped Up Parenting group. We would love to have you. Okay, so let me tell you who I am and why you should listen to me. So I'm Celia. Hi, Courtney. How are you? And I'm a family empowerment coach. And simply put, what I do is I give you tips and strategies to make you amazing, empower you so that you can turn around and empower your kids. I'm a mom of 5 kids. 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gave through marriage, and I am a grandma now of 8 and hopefully soon to be 9. So lots of experience. I've been coaching, teaching, counseling kids and parents for almost 40 years. Okay, but let's start with you guys. If you're on with me live, or if you're on the replay, if you're on the replay, give me a hashtag after party. You can also comment. But if you're on with me live, how is your community doing? Are your schools closed? Do you feel like you're stuck in the house? How's your area? What's going on in your area? Because if you're stuck in the house, or if you just feel kind of like you don't want to go out too much because you don't want to, infect the world or get infected, because you know what? I feel like part of the reason I just have a little talk about the coronavirus, COVID-19 right now. Just real quick, I think part of the problem people don't realize, it's like, I'm not afraid of getting sick, which I'm not. I'm a pretty darn healthy person. But the problem is, if we don't watch and guard our people and our family, what happens is it can spread crazy, like in Italy, where I have family and friends who actually felt the same way. They didn't have to worry about it. And now they are like under house arrest. They are inundated with sick people. There's not enough beds. There's not enough hospitals. There's not enough doctors. That's what I don't want to happen here in the United States. So because of that, I am choosing to not go out, around in the world. And because people don't even know if they're carrying the virus. So, I just choose to let this thing run its course, give it a few weeks to chill out. It can't continue if we don't spread it. So let's get rid of it and be done with it. And that's how I feel. So you may or may not feel that way. Wow. Do you know what, Courtney? I have no water. Oh my gosh. How will I talk? Oh, well, we'll try to make it without water. Oh, look, I have this handy little thing that wets my throat. Okay, hold please. This will help me. Stuff actually works. It's like a natural throat. Wait, you can't see it. Hold on. See, it's a natural throat spray. Can you see this? Oh, no. It's called Stella Life. Like Stella Life. Anyway, works good. Not teaching, works great. Okay, so I want to give you a few tips, actually 9 of them. There may be 10 if I think of another, because I was trying to think of another and I just want to go live, that will help you with all of this. Oh, I have a good 10 one. I have a good 10 one. Okay, I thought of number 10. So 10 tips. Yay. Number 1, and guys, share this out with people you know, because honestly, a lot of us are alone. You know, a lot of us, don't have family. A lot of us just feel like, well, what am I going to do sitting in my house all day long? What if they do shut down various areas like they do in Italy, where things are just shut down? You're allowed to take a trip. What if all of that happens? Are they contagious? I don't think so. It's an interesting thought, but I don't think so. Okay, so number 1, you got to relax. You got to relax about all of this. You really just have to relax about everything that's going on, because you can only do what you can do for yourself. You cannot do, everything. You have to live your life. You have to go on with your life. You can limit it. You can, make sure that you're being wise. You're washing your hands. You're gargling with salt water, which I heard a tip about that, and it was very good. And so now I'm gargling with salt water. Anyway, there's a lot you can do to protect yourself and keep from spreading germs to other people. That, to me, is what's key. Okay, number 2, if you have kids, follow my tips from yesterday. I did a video yesterday, plus I posted a really cool graphic that I created for you guys in the Pumped Up Parenting group on Facebook. That's all about what you can do. They closed my gym and swimming pool. Yeah, they're closing a lot of gyms and swimming pools. And they're events, you would think swimming would keep you clean. But I think the gist is they just don't want people spreading this, and we having a major outbreak, and they're trying to keep it under control and trying to keep it under control and get rid of it. That's what they're going for. Keith, our cruise was canceled. We looked at each other and said, oh, well, we don't panic. Right, exactly. You stay calm. I gargle with salt water still. Yes, Courtney. And you know what's funny? When I heard you should gargle with salt water, I was like, well, I do that when my throat's sore. Why? You should do it every day. I feel empowered now to gargle with salt water every single day. I think that's a genius idea. Cleanse the germs. So this is my new thing. Not only do I wash my hands a million times a day because I hang out with kids all the time, little petri dishes, but I love the gargling with salt water idea. So good. Courtney, continue doing that. And Keith, maybe you can reschedule that cruise. Go on the Disney cruise with us. We're going on the Disney cruise in October. Join us. Okay. So, watch that stuff and catch up on that stuff if you have kids. Number 3, this is a great opportunity to do the things in your home that you've been putting off. My husband and I said, well, gosh, we're going to be home. We'll be able to clean up the basement. We're going to clean up the guest room, which has gotten kind of overrun with stuff. We're going to get some paperwork done, my office organized. Let's get this stuff done. We have free time. I don't have to go teach. We're here. We have free time. Time to make a list and catch up on the stuff that you haven't done. And guys, I also want to tell you, if you have a big, my basement, you should see it. It can be overwhelming when you look down there. So if you have an area that you need to clean that is crazy overwhelming, hi, Helene. If it just seems really overwhelming, I really impress upon you to just do 15 minutes a day. Little by little, it will get done. And if you do 15 minutes a day and really put on, get your phone, set a timer for when 15 minutes is over, set a timer. And when the timer goes off, you're done. If you feel inspired and you want to continue, then continue. If you don't feel inspired, your timer went off, you're done till the next day. Teach. I look like I teach. I do teach. Little kids, fitness. I love it. And I do my coaching. Me and my boyfriend. Yay, Courtney, how exciting. We are doing that also. I mowed all the weeds. See? And you get fresh air. Wonderful. That's the best way to kill off all germs is be out in the fresh air. I love it. Was it night? Oh, you're in Florida, Keith. I'm sure it was. It was like 70 degrees here in Maryland. Okay. Number 4. Start journaling. Journaling is a great way to just express your feelings. Say you're angry at somebody and you don't want to, you're trying not to let your feelings show. Write them a letter. When my ex and I got separated, divorced, I wrote letters to him. I didn't mail them, but I wrote letters and I was able to get my feelings out on paper. It's a good thing to teach for your kids. It's a good thing for you to do. So start journaling. Journaling could be, I heard somebody was vlogging their daily day off out of Italy, stuck in their house. You can journal every single day. Today, we did this. Day 1 of school's out for the virus. You can do a lot of things. You can encourage, if you have kids, you can encourage your kids to do it. Journaling is a great way for kids to learn how to express emotions, learn language development. It's good for the English or in whatever language you're in. It's good to develop that. Hi, Nick. Thanks, Elaine. I love that you do this so much. Keep up the wonderful work. Thanks, Nick. I color my coloring apps. Yes. Coloring is great. Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Coloring is great. And I'm really glad it became popular. Let me show you something cool. Hold, please. My aunt, she does or I don't know if she's still doing it, but she used to go to senior center and do a coloring class. And look at this beautiful piece of art. So do you see this? I know it's kind of glary, but what this is cutouts. I don't even know if you can see if I hold it close. It's cutouts of her coloring, of her, she took the pages that she colored and she cut them out, 1 million different pages, and she created this picture. It's beautiful, isn't it? So, coloring is great. And I'm glad it's popular because it's absolutely stress reducing. And, it gives calm to everyone. And you can color together as a family. If you don't have kids, perfectly cool now for grown-ups to color. And you don't even have to stay in the lines. Be dynamic. Think out of the box. Think out of the lines. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, Nick? It's really beautiful. Okay. Now, number 5. Think of something you've always wanted to do that you never got around to doing. Maybe you wanted to write a book. Maybe you wanted to become, to paint. Maybe you loved art early on and now you just haven't had a chance to paint. Maybe you wanted to paint. Maybe you wanted to learn to cook. Maybe you want to work towards a college degree and maybe you started it, you never finished it. This is a great time to become something that you never thought you had time to become. I like Facebook better because I can pound those hearts for. Oh, good. I'm glad you switched, Nick. I'm glad you head on for either one. I appreciate that. So this is a great time when you can actually do what you've been planning to do, but have never gone around to it. If you decided you need to learn to cook, great time to learn to cook. You're in the house, you got food, you got YouTube, hopefully. You can watch YouTube videos, you can watch your favorite chef, you can get recipes. You want to paint? Paint. sit outside, paint. I mean, when we're all trying to just kind of stay close to home, this is a great time to do the things that you've been putting off that are things that you desire. Here we're not talking about cleaning the house. Here we're talking about your passions, your innermost desires. Crafts, maybe you love crafting, maybe you want to crochet, maybe you really want to sew. Whatever it is, wouldn't this be a great time to begin on a project that you want to do for you? Okay, number 6, you can pamper yourself at home. You don't want to go out, you don't want to get a pedicure, you don't want to, guys like pedicures too. Maybe you just want a bowl of hot salted water and rest your feet in it. Maybe you have oils at home you can put in hot water and rest your feet. You can take a hot bath. You can give yourself a facial. There's all kinds of products you can buy that aren't expensive to give yourself a facial. You can dye your hair. You can dye your spouse's hair. You can dye your kid's hair. Whatever it is, this is a great time to pamper you. 7, already shared it out to the world. Now they just got to decide to listen in, and maybe they'll implement some of these great helpful tips. Thanks, Nick. Epsom salt, baby. Yes, Epsom salt. Awesome. Some in my bathroom. It should be in everyone's bathroom. Okay, so pamper yourself. Number 7, exercise. Guys, if you've been putting off exercising, I will tell you, exercise will always relieve stress. And although you may be sitting there watching TV and thinking, I really don't feel like exercising, I guarantee you, if you just say to yourself, this time I'm going to do it, you do 15 minutes of exercise, you will be so proud of yourself. You will be like, yes, I did it. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I'm telling you, exercise really energizes the mind, the body, all around good stuff. And you don't have to be, crazy exercising. It can be something, maybe a short aerobic video, could be yoga, something like that. But I'm telling you, once you decide, I'm just going to do these 15 minutes, do it. You can run around the house with your kids. You can run around the outside of the house with your kids. You can go up and down steps, up and down 5 times, sing a song while you're doing it. Put on music, do it to the music. All of that, I'm telling you, will really kind of energize you and keep you moving forward. Okay, number 8, start reading. Is there a book that you've been putting off because you just haven't had the time to sit down and start reading? This is a great time to start reading now. Yes, essential oils are great. Exercise is so underrated and it is. It's underrated because I think it's presented to the masses as torture. And you see a lot of these beautiful bodies and you're like, well, I'll never look like that. And it's embarrassing for me to even go because I don't want to put on like yoga pants. I don't want to put on a shirt. I'm embarrassed to go be around those people. Do it in your home, guys. You don't have to go to a gym. And anyway, half the gyms are closing, as someone said earlier on. They're closing because, germs. So this is time to do it. Start it. Do it in the comfort of your home. Wear whatever you want to wear that's comfortable. Personally, I'm a huge fan of exercising in comfort, not for someone else to look. Okay, so be comfortable. All right, 8, start a book you've been putting off. There's lots of great books, guys, and if there's something you like, I can give you some great authors. Andy Andrews is awesome. I've recommended him to you guys before. He's awesome. James Patterson, love his books, all of them. I'll tell you what I love about James Patterson. If you're not a reader, you should read James Patterson because his books have really short chapters. So like chapter 1 may be 1.5 pages. Chapter 2 may be 3. I think the most pages in a chapter of a James Patterson book is 4 or 5. You feel so accomplished. You've read for a half hour and you've gotten through 50 chapters. It's amazing. I'm telling you. Not to mention he's a phenomenal writer, so it just keeps your interest. He writes a lot of short stories now. He writes kid stories now. So he's like, doing a whole bunch of stuff. But he's great too. James Patterson, love that man. Andy Andrews, love that guy. Okay, so last thing I want to tell you. Oh, number 9. I missed number 9. Start a puzzle. I don't know who out there is puzzle people, but I'm a huge puzzle people. And when we go on vacation with my family, we probably go through 4 or 5 puzzles in a week. I've been just reading 10 minutes a day for 2 weeks now. Yes, isn't it amazing? Anything you want to do that you feel overwhelmed about, 10 minutes. Set your timer and do it for 10 minutes. It always works. Yes, exactly. Yes, and me too. That's right, Nick. That's right. Good reminder. So in a couple weeks, my Taming the Toddler book should be out. I don't know how this virus is going to affect the speed of it publishing, but very soon, Taming the Toddler, the Ultimate Parenting Manual, very soon. And the umpteen kids books that I've written over the years, they will all be done by this year. I promise myself. Okay, start a puzzle. I love puzzles, and it's a great way to teach kids delayed gratification. Plus, it teaches, art factors, like it teaches spatial awareness, conflict resolution, strategies. There's all kinds of stuff that can be learned, cooperation that can be learned from puzzling. Really great for cognitive development. And lastly, number 10, guys, I want you to remember about your neighbors. One of our wonderful Pumped Up Parenting family people, Tiffany, she just posted a post about if anybody needed food, you were home from school, you needed some cereal, and you needed to hit her up. No judgment, no criticism, just let me know if you need something. That's being a good neighbor. So I encourage all of you to be a good neighbor. Check on the people around you. Make sure the people in your family are well. If you have elderly, make sure they're well. Be a good neighbor, be helpful, and reach out to those if you're someone that can help someone else. Yes, love thy neighbor, absolutely. Because you know what? Community, that's what it takes. It takes being part of a community like ours here in Pumped Up Parenting. It takes community to really make the world go round. And the more we help each other, the more everyone succeeds. And I'm telling you, that's the basis around things being stopped for a few weeks, is that you become more than yourself. You start thinking of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that if I can just slow this down, 2 weeks, couple weeks, schools are closed, I can tolerate that. Yes, it causes some conflicts for people. Sorry. I ignore that. That's a weird restream message that I received 100 messages. Okay, whatever. Yes, together we got this. Absolutely. And that's the whole purpose. I had a conference to go to this 2 weekends that I'm actually not going to. I'm not going to get on a plane. I'm not going to expose any germs that I might have to the rest of the world. It's not the germs to me. It's me spreading it. I am around a lot of kids. A lot of kids. A lot of people. Now that schools are closed, that will end. But who knows? Who knows who I'm in contact with? I'm very healthy, but I might have germs that I could spread to someone else, and that could be deadly for them. So it's not about you in this community of trying to get rid of this crazy worldwide virus. It's about everyone else. And it's about us thinking beyond ourselves. So I beg of you to please honor some amount of restriction to your life for the next few weeks if you're in the United States, so we can get this virus gone. It can't live if it can't spread. It's not just going to float around the air and get you. It has to be shared. So let's stop sharing it. Side note, check out as a man thinking or man search for meaning. Okay. Oh, as a man thinketh, or yes, that I will. I will. That's a good book. All right. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And I hope it helped. And I hope it keeps you sane when you're home. Just start thinking about other things you can be doing. Dean Kuntz, Lisa Jackson are good. Yes, yes. I love it. Hi, Lisa. I didn't say hi to you because I missed your message. Yes, anything, guys, before I get off, if you got messages or you got book ideas for people, put them in the chat stream. That is so helpful to everybody. So if you've got authors, anything, any ideas, put them in the chat stream. And that way we all stay sane and happy, and we will get through this before you know it. Look how fast time flies. You want to know how fast time flies? Just look at your kids. My daughter's almost 40 years old. I don't even know how that's possible. How is it possible that she's almost 40 years old? I got no idea. Love you, and thanks for jumping on to support good friends. You are so welcome. Oh, I love you, Courtney. I love you, Nick. Love you, Lisa. Love you guys for being on. I really appreciate it. Here's wishing you days filled with peace, love, and tons of laughter. Don't forget to laugh and tell jokes. Tell jokes with each other. Everybody tell jokes. Get a joke book. Read it. Joking is just good fun. Okay. Have a great time. Stay healthy. I'll see you around the web more. Next week, guys, since I'm home, I'm actually going to try to go live in the mornings. So we'll see how that works out. Okay? Let me know what you think. In the meantime, have an awesome evening. Thank you for being on with me. I'm super grateful that you are, and super grateful for all of you, and wish you all the best. Bye, guys.